from 30 European and NATO states, as well as Australia, New Zealand and Japan, are meeting here in Paris to discuss security guarantees for Ukraine. To talk more about this, we can bring in our senior reporter, James Andre. James, good to see you. What exactly is this meeting in Paris about?
So this meeting in Paris is really a meeting of this chiefs of staff, so 36 countries in all, absolutely, including, partners who are actually not in Europe. This is very much NATO minus the United States of America, plus, these countries that are Canada, Japan, New Zealand, who are also present here. The objective is basically to come up with a coordinated response. This is both a message to the Ukraine, which is we are not, giving up on you. We will carry on standing by your side, and also to the United States to say, look, we are still on Ukraine's side and we want to be part of this negotiation and we want to manage to have some robust peace system in place when this conflict ends. And of course, the idea here is to try and work together as a large group. In a sense, I'd say probably under a form of leadership by France and the UK, who are the two nuclear powers when it comes to Europe and this part of NATO outside, of course, the United States.
And concretely, James, are we expecting to hear anything, any announcements from this gathering in Paris?
No, probably not. What we will have, though, is an address by Emmanuel Macron, who will be speaking at 5:30 p.m. local time. He will be addressing these chiefs of staff. Of course, this is an opportunity for him to see all the military leaders of what is not yet, I'd say, a formal alliance. But the idea is probably to lay the first brick, if you will, of a new enlarged group of countries who indeed show solidarity with Ukraine, this, if you like, cooperation of the willing, as the British have been putting it. And the idea also is to try and find a common ground when it comes to peacekeeping after this accord takes place. If it does, indeed, there is a form of ceasefire or peace that's brokered between Ukraine and Russia, the idea is to come up with a robust system to guarantee that peace. Does it include peacekeepers on the ground, for example? This is something that is going to be very clearly discussed. The Russians want a demilitarized Ukraine. These people, which are these chief of staff, believe that mustn't happen. Right now, Ukraine is the largest army on the European continent with 800,000 men, obviously, because of the conflict that's been ongoing. So the idea is very much to hammer out some kind of security architecture that could guarantee any form of ceasefire or deal.
Are the Americans at these talks in Paris?
No, they are not. They're not present, absolutely. So the idea is to come up with something which, for now, everybody in that room is talking about American guarantees, what Keir Starmer referred to as a backstop.
Yeah.
Right, for now, that's not in place. But the idea is indeed to try and have a seat at that table. What the Europeans don't want to see happen is for a peace deal or a ceasefire to be broken between Ukraine and Russia without them having their say and finding themselves in a position where the US pulls out and they have to guarantee that deal that they've not brokered or negotiated or even sat on. And that is something that they want to see.
We'll have to, of course, wait and watch for Washington's reaction, James. Thank you very much for that, James Andre there.